Welcome guys to another Tales of Middle-earth. As you know, I'm your channel host Adam, and today I have with me again Mike, and it's been a while.
Yeah,
you've been
like 2 months now.
Yeah, a couple of months, and you've got a new job, and keeping yourself busy. So summer's time, so it generally even slows down for me just because everybody's doing something in the summer here.
It's so nice out, everything.
Absolutely, and all the snow that we get in the winter time, and why not enjoy the nice weather when we have it?
But Middle-earth calls.
Middle-earth calls. And so what are we playing?
We rolled high ground.
550 points of high ground.
It is.
So basically, we don't actually have a high ground in the center of the board, but we do have a watering hole well, which is kind of fitting, because you're playing what?
I'm playing a Mumac, so
so he's looking for some water.
Yeah.
And so our high ground is actually going to be the broken well in the center of the board. And so you score points for every model touching or on the center of the board or the well, as well as slaying the enemy leader or wounding the enemy leader.
Yeah, wounds count. Yeah.
And then also broken at the end of the game.
Which could be fast for me.
How many models do you have?
4 guys plus the Knight of Umbar.
And I think I have 22 with my Iron Hill Dwarves.
Yeah.
So why don't we show you the army, show you the boards, and get right into the match from there. This here is my 550 points of Iron Hills. Obviously is being led by Dane, Ironfoot over there, on Warboard. He then is leading 10 Iron Hill Dwarves. 9, all of them have spears, and then the 10th one also has a banner there for the 25 points. My second warband is my captain, leading 6 Iron Hill Dwarves with spear, and then the ballista and the 4 crew. So it's not a captain, it's just regular ballista right there. So that is my 550 points for today's match. And this here is Mike's 550 points army for tonight's match. Mike, why don't you explain what you're using here?
Alrighty, well, we got a bunch of upgrades on the Mumac. I'll start with them. We've got basically the gnarled hide.
Taking him up to defense, what, 8?
Yeah, it's defense 8 instead of 7, so it's pretty handy. We've got the Beastmaster Chieftain. He's got to stay out there front, but he gets some extra might, fate, and will, so it's kind of handy to have.
Yep.
He's got the repelling lines. I don't have any, unfortunately.
But that's okay, but they're on there.
And he also took, what did I take? I took something else. Boggling my mind here.
Uh-oh, he forgot. And he also has the rocks.
Rocks,
on
we forgot about
rocks. And your leader is?
So the leader of the entire group is the Knight of Umbar here.
Okay.
He's coming in on his horse, all happy. He's got a big elephant behind him.
Armored horse, that is. Yeah.
Yes, armored.
And then on top of the howdah, what do you have there?
We've got 3 Watchers of Karna.
Okay.
2 have bows. We've decided the guy with the swords does not have his bow.
Yep.
And then that's pretty much
That's it. All right, so we are going to deploy, and I'll show you that next. And here's the roll-off for deployment and see who gets to pick the side. So I have a 3, and you have a 5. So let's see where Mike sets up his Mumac. So Mike's going to set up on that side there. He's going to start off by rolling for the Mumac.
1.
4. So you can set up anywhere you want on your deployment side. So Mike has decided to set up his Mumac right there in the center, basically, of the board. That way he has some walkways and space that he can go on. Dane's going to be setting up first for my warbands, and I can set him up within 12 inches of this front or of the center of the board. And Dane and his warband just sets up right on the back half of that 12-inch area between the center of the board. And so we'll come back with Mike's second warband. So for the Knight of Umbar, let's see where he has to set up. He has to set up anywhere on the board again.
Interesting. And
the Knight of Umbar is hiding on the other side of that castle wall. Lastly, but not least for me, I do have my captain and the ballista, so I'm hoping for a good roll here. And anywhere on the board that I want. Woohoo! And the captain and the ballista have been set up right there on that rune and in front. And the Mumac is all the way down that way. Here we go. Round 1 priority. Let's see what happens. I rolled a 1. And
6.
Mike rolled a 6. He's going first. End of the movement phase. We both have moved. I basically shifted this side up. Dane just shifted over behind everybody, and these guys just shifted over, making a bit of an arch. The Mumak went 8 inches that direction, and is basically almost at the 8-inch mark in between my guys and
he's breathing on him.
and his. There's about an inch space there if you can't see, which is kind of scary. But then right behind the Mumak you have Mr. Knight of Umbar. So we'll come back with shooting next. Shooting phase,
2 bows.
Mike does have a couple of shots with his bows up there, but the ballista always counts as calling a heroic shot.
Yep.
So it goes first. I'm going to target, that's crazy, but I'm going to target the Mumak. It is, it's not a battlefield target, it's a siege target, so I either hit or miss. They need a 4+ to hit. And it's, of course, it's a 1. My 1s are coming out again. That's my shooting. So, Mike, what are you doing with your shooting?
We're going to take a couple shots with the Watchers of Karna. They got some shots.
And who are they going to be shooting at here? Or are they going to be shooting back here?
I'll just go right at towards, like, Dane.
You're going to do Dane right there?
No, I'm going to go with this guy, actually.
You're going to do it with the captain?
Gent.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go
All right,
with
so shooting with the first one from the top there. Let's see what happens to him. And that's a hit. So he does have defense 9. Okay, nothing to wound. So the next guy then. 5, that's definitely a hit as well. And that's no wound as well. Thank you, high defense. We'll come back with priority next. To priority. What is... I rolled a 1, and Mike rolled a 4. Mike has priority first. So with the movement phase, I haven't called any heroics, and my reasoning is because I don't want Dane to lose his horse, but I'm okay if he runs into these guys. I know they get trampled, which is taking like a strength 8 or 9 hit.
3, actually. I'm pretty
yeah, well, either way they get trampled. So we'll see what the Mumak does here. So just to show you, this is how close it is for these guys to get through. You can see that there's just a gap. He's going to be coming up 8 inches there, straight ahead and stopping. Just, well, he has to end it inch away, obviously, because he can't come in.
Yeah.
Well, you ignore control zones, don't you?
He does ignore them, I think.
But yeah, he's just, like, millimeters away from being able to charge my guys.
Ignore.
The Knight of Umbar has moved up there and has Dane just at 12 inches. So you are going to cast a black dart on Dane, you say?
Sure am.
All right. How many dice are you going to use out of your 14?
Let's go with 2.
All right. And you need a 5+.
I believe so.
5+.
Yep, 5+.
And you got 4 and a 3. Are you using a might point or no?
No, I'm okay.
No might. All right, you're down to 12 might with the Knight of Umbar. The end of the movement phase, as it stands right now, we have the ballista back here with all its crew. The Iron Hill Dwarves are encircling the Mumak there, and Dane and the captain both charged. And the Knight of Umbar is sitting back behind it, like so. We will come back with the shooting phase next. At the beginning of the shooting phase, I do have a shot with the ballista here. So I'm going to be targeting Mr. Knight of Umbar back there. He is a battlefield target, not a siege target like the Mumak. Now, the reason why I can target him is because I do have the scatter 3 with, instead of being 6 inches, 3 inches, which doesn't bring any other models that are battlefield targets, such as the Watchers on top, into that threat range where I might scatter and hit my own guys. So that's why I'm going to be able to target the Knight of Umbar. So I need to roll a hit first, so I need 4+. It's another 3. And I got no might, so I can't change that.
Engineers.
Are you doing any shooting there?
I actually think I can throw some rocks.
You got some rocks you can throw. We'll see what happens. These 2 guys here, they're just going to be targeting the back spear supporters there. They both need 3s to hit, correct? As Watchers and Carter. Here's the rolls for the 3 to see what happens for the first guy. It's 2, so nothing. Next guy. And it's a 3, so it does hit. So you hit the guy on the end.
Yep.
So it's a strength 6. So
So
against defense 8, you need 5.
5, okay.
And that's 6 there. So that Iron Hill Dwarf is taking their action. Going right into the combats here. I'm going to start off here with Dane, who charged in. He has 4 attacks on the charge. Let's see if I get. There's a couple of 6s. Yep. He obviously wins it.
I was gonna say I don't need to do anything.
No, all my guys do have to get pushed back, just because I can't push the mag back. So I'll be pushing him back. So I'm going to start off over here, rolling the first 6 dice here on the Mumac, see if I wound it. So your defense 8, so I need 6s here. 6s on the die. And that one's still spinning, but I get no 6s there. I then have 2 from the captain. There's a 6, so there's 1 wound on the Mumac. So I'll just keep that over there to show it. I then have 4 from Dane. And nothing from Dane.
No, you don't want to mite any.
And, well, I could.
You could mite those 2.
I could mite. That's 3 wounds.
Puts you down to 1 mite, but you get 3 wounds.
That's true. That is very, very true. Yeah, I do. I'll use 2 of Dane's mites, so that's 3. And then I'm going to do the next 4, so spear support, those 2. I'll do the next 5, actually, because the 2 there.
Yeah, basically your banner carrier.
Yeah, actually it's only 4 because that guy's not in base contact with everybody except for the 2 guys connecting on the back. So the next 4. And so there's another 6.
4?
Yep. Oh, I didn't need to mite those 2 on Dane because I'm strength 5, dude, burly. So yeah, so that's that was definitely 2 wounds.
Just keep the.
So that's 4 wounds so far, and then I have 5 more on the other side. So let's see if I get a 6 here. Got a whole bunch of 1s.
Oh.
And a 4. So 5 wounds on the 4 wounds on the Mumac. Sorry, and so the Mumac needs to make
Courage test.
some courage tests. So you need to make 4 of them using courage 5 from the beast handler.
Oh.
So let's see some rolling.
Or 4, sorry, 4. There was 4.
Yeah, 4.
My bad.
So you courage 5, but needing to make these. And so you make it.
It's like, watch me miss it in the first roll.
That would suck. Yeah, there's a failed one. That's what I need. Because then you now you stampede next turn. So that's it. You don't need to make any more. So So he will be stampeding next turn. Yeah.
All right.
So beginning of round number 3, I believe. Ballista's still there. All my guys have been moved back an inch. Knight of Umbar in the back. So let's roll off for priority. I have a 6, so I get it automatically because you had it last time.
I was just watching my roll.
Yeah. Any heroics, Mike?
Yeah, I have to call it heroic.
You're calling heroic with Knight of Umbar?
Oh, yeah, he's not getting charged.
I am not calling any with Dane. At the beginning of the heroic move, the Knight of Umbar here is going to use Compel on Dane and hopefully charge him into the Mumac.
Oh!
Nothing. Right. And for the Knight of Umbar's heroics, he just moves 10 inches all the way over here, hiding from the charging Mumac.
I'm trying to see if I can.
So the end of my movement after the heroic action there and the Knight of Umbar charging up, I'm just shimming over everybody to this side. Obviously the ballista is staying still, so I'm just going to now pivot this thing. So this thing is just going to turn and turn. The toss. They're getting trampled.
12 strength damage.
Yeah. So this thing's just going to turn and spot. And then turn. So I just turned it around and just pivoted along this center terrain piece, and I'm just going to move it 8 inches back towards that fortification, which ends it just short by half an inch of hitting that fortification over there.
I have to do this because
we got to roll for each of these guys to see if they fall out. So what Mike's doing is he's rolling a Blackfyre Productions D6 there for the Beastmaster, then 3 regular ones for the 3 Watchers. So if any of them turn up a 1, which that's a lot of 5s and 6s.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my goodness!
Those were some nice rolls.
Unfortunate rolls to be wasting on a prone or falling dice. So
they know what they're doing.
So that's the end of movement. We'll come back with shooting and the ballista next. Beginning of the shooting phase, heroic shot with the ballista into the Knight of Umbar. I need to roll a 4 or higher on this die. And there's a 6. So we got to roll on the chart because if it's a 1, it just scatters. 2 to 5, he gets to pick another battlefield target within 3 inches of himself, which there is none, so it would be him. And then a 6, it's a direct hit. So it's a 3, so he will be getting hit. So here it is now, the roll to see if I actually wound the Knight of Umbar. So I need 4 plus, he's defense 8. And it's a 2. So nothing, but he is knocked prone, he does lose his horse. Absolutely. Knocked prone right there. And there's no further shooting this shoot phase due to the fact that Mumac stampeded. And so we'll just go right into priorities because there's no combats either. So priority roll, I got a 5. 2 Mikes, 3 priority Dwarves.
Boom.
And my Dwarves here are just moving up 5 inches to make a wall towards the Knight of Umbar. Like so. And the movement phase, as it's progressing, the Mumak is about to move up this distance up here. And my guys have just shimmied along the side here, keeping outside of the reach of the Mumak right there. Knight of Umbar here is going to try to do a climb test up that building. And he's hoping not to roll a 1. Oh, he falls prone right where he is. End of the shooting phase, this is what it looks like. Got everybody scattered there. Again, a prone Knight of Umbar. Heroic shot here going into the shooting phase with my Twirly Whirly into the big ass Mumak. So I need a 4 to hit it. And I rolled a 2. So, you got any shots with your guys there? I'm assuming so. We'll see what happens. So, this guy up here is going to be shooting a bow into Dane, and this guy here is going to be throwing a rock into Dane. So, let's
start with the bow.
Start with the bow. Okay, so let's see if it hits. It does not hit with a roll of a 1. And with the rock, that definitely hits. So, you got to see if it hits the horse rider.
Come on.
So, it hits Dane. Yes.
Be a 6, be a 6.
Well, you need a 4.
I wanted a 6.
Or sorry, you need 5 because it's only strength 6, right?
Yeah.
So you need 5s.
That's 6. That was a good turn.
No combats this turn, so we'll come back, or we'll go right into priority. Here's my roll. I roll a 6. And 3. Any heroics?
Yep.
Yeah, with who?
Knight of Umbar.
All right. I will be calling a heroic with Dane as well. 1 to 3 on this roll is going to be evil, and 4 to 6 is going to be me. It's a 1, not the Knight of Umbar. Let's see what he does. So, starting with the Knight of Umbar, he is going to try to climb that again and get onto that centerpiece there. And so here's the roll. He's up, just on top there. At the end of the Knight of Umbar's move, he's going to try to use 2 more dice. Is that how many you're doing?
Yeah.
To compel on Dane.
5 plus.
So he needs 5 or higher. And he gets 6s. Double 6s.
Boom. What do you want to do to resist it? You need 6.
You know what? I'm not going to resist it because you can't charge me. Movement's already happened for your Mumak, so you're just going to put them out in the middle of nowhere is what you're going to do.
Basically.
So I'll just let you do it.
Alrighty.
So he's just being compelled back 4 inches right back there. So these dwarves here, during my movement phase, are going to be charging up into, hopefully, the Knight of Umbar here. So I need to make courage tests for them, but because they're automatically within 12 inches of him, they pass. So it's just climbing tests. So we'll start off with this guy. And
that's a cocked die, unfortunately.
Cocked die, so he would be up.
Yep.
In a base contact with him.
Yep,
right
he's
up,
good to go.
Right up on
we
top.
know he's there.
Next guy over is going to do the exact same thing. And he's up as well. Yep. So that's 2. So he's just right over as far as he can go. And he will be beside him as well.
They're there.
Yeah. This guy here is going to try charging him. 3rd one. He falls prone. He's prone. This guy here is going to do it.
Oh.
He's up. So we got 3 guys that are up on him. And then the banner is just going to sort of move in beside him. Bam. So there's no shooting this phase. So we're coming right into combats. I'm going to start off with this one. I have the higher fight value with the Mumak and stuff like that. So
toss some dice.
The black dice with the dragons on it will be my captain with 2. And then I have 6 other guys, which will be my Blackfyre dice. And I'm hoping to get a 6 because you only have fight value of 4. I beat you, so. I do get a 6 with my captain, thankfully. So I get pushed back the inch, and then we just got to see if I actually wound you, which I need a 6. Again, black dice are the captain, so let's see if I get a 6.
1.
I get 1 6, that is a wound.
I'm assuming 1, I can't see the others.
Yeah, no, there's only 1, so you need to make a courage test. He is down to 5 wounds, so let's see the courage test. That's cocked. Oh. I wish I was cocked.
I was like, that's
come on. But I do get pushed back because I did win, and I can't push him back, so that's 5 wounds left. Next combat is going to be Knight of Umbar versus my 3. So you get 1 die. So let's see what you get. You get a 4. You can might that if you want. Can I beat you? I need something better. I got a 5, and I do have a banner. So yeah, let's see if I get a 6. No, 5s all around. It's going to cost you both your might, though.
I know.
Well, 1 might. You have a higher fight than me, actually.
Yeah, I have 5, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
You're gonna use might? Alright.
I got one.
So here's the wound rolls on. Who are you putting it on? What guy?
We'll go in the middle.
In the middle? Okay. And nothing. But they all do get pushed off while they get pushed back an inch. So, my one guy did fall prone. He will be taking a strength 3 hit versus 7, so you need 6 to wound him, so you might as well roll that, Mike. I was about to say, shut the front door! Shut the front door! The other two just sort of backed off to the sides of the hill. So we'll come back with priority for the next turn. Priority next turn. I got a 2 to your 3.
Good, finally.
So Dane here is calling a heroic action. I can get everybody except for this prone guy and that guy over there in his heroic move. And the chieftain up there can get it. So 1, 2, 3 you, 4, 5, 6 me. 3 goes to you. Uh-oh. That's not good. So Mike is getting to move his freaking Mumak first. Took me a second there. Holy crud! And he's just going to be moving at 4 inches because he can't. He's going to be hitting the statue in the terrain by moving straight after pivoting it. So he'll be landing basically on top of these guys. All those guys will be hit, so they will all take 3 strength 9 hits. Thankfully, they were before he started moving everybody around in base contact with 2 people. So you need 4s on everybody. So you just roll them all separately, the 3 of them. So start with this guy here.
Yep.
And you got 1, so he's dead. Okay, do the back one, I guess. Same guy. And he's dead. And the next dwarf.
He's dead.
He's dead.
This is where it gets interesting.
Next dwarf. He's dead. Okay, next dwarf. He's dead. I thought he was gonna make it. Next dwarf. He's dead. And then the captain has 2 wounds on him, and he has a fate, and so you need 4 still.
Oh, I still need 4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's alive, so you stay.
Take a wound.
He comes into combat. I think you actually join combat with him. Double check that, but I'm pretty sure you end in combat. So for after that trample effect, Dane gets his heroic move. He's going to be charging in here, and then these guys are going to be coming around. So he's going to charge the Knight of Umbar, holding him in place, so that way he can't cast or anything along those lines. Yeah. And then this guy is going to come over here and support, actually. And this guy is going to also see if he can get in range to support, which I believe you can. So we'll come up there. Everybody else will just sort of circle around and try to charge the Knight of Umbar. This guy here stands up from being prone and is going to try to charge the Knight of Umbar up top. Rolls a 2, so he makes it. Whoop, right up there. And then this guy's going to do the exact same thing on the other side over there. 6, yeah. So he's going to move up and he's going to come up.
I mean, he'll be in the control zone.
Yeah, well, you have no control zone when I already got you, so I'm just going to move everybody around. This guy here is going to jump up on the Knight of Umbar, and he does as well. And he's just up on the front portion, like so. So I have no shooting because everybody's in combat, but this guy here is going to throw a rock at that dwarf there. So you need 3 to hit. It's a 2, so nothing. Right. The bow from up here is shooting into that combat there. Doesn't really matter what one.
Did you say you could shoot at those? I mean,
you could probably shoot at one of those guys.
I'll go with the safer route.
Okay,
actually.
Down there instead. So that guy and hits. 4. And so you need your strength 2 versus 7.
So I need what, 6 and then
6 by 4.
Oh, 4. Sorry.
Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Knight of Umbar first. I have 5 guys up against your 1. So let's see what you get. Get a 1. Uh-oh. I got a 6. You definitely. Oh yeah, you would have. You're trapped. You are defense 8. I have strength 6 or 4. Strength. So I need 10 dice, and I need 6s to wound you.
You just need 3 6s basically.
I need 6s.
But
let's see what happens.
You're good.
I get 1,
2.
2. So now you need to save both these with your fate. If not, that's your warlord soul. You make 1. And you fail 1, which means you're dead.
I knew it was.
So he is dead. Next combat here is going to be the Mumak versus my Dane and Captain and guys over there. So this is going to be Dane. Got a 6, so I get it automatically. So let's see if I can wound him. Here's Dane's rolls. I do need 5s because he's strength 5 plus burly, 2-handing obviously.
Yep.
So, all right, there's 1. And I can't mite those ones. The captain is strength 4, so I need 6s. There's one from the captain. 6. And I couldn't mite that one.
That would
I have 2 mites.
It would be down to 2 wounds.
I'm going to do it. I'll use this 2 mite. Put that to 6. Then I have 2 guys left. The spear supporters in the back, they're both strength 4. And so nothing. If you add them together, it's another 6. Yeah!
I know, I was going to say,
3 wounds. So you need to make 3 courage tests.
All right,
I'm hoping you fail. Nope.
Just
you good?
Oh! That was the other one.
And he did not fail any of his courage tests. So we'll come back and see what happens next round. Next turn, here we go. Priority. I got a 3. Mike has a 3. You had it last, so I have it. Last. Any heroics?
Move. Heroic move.
You're gonna call a heroic move?
A couple beers.
I am going to.
How much might do you have? Did you use all
I have 1 left with Dane. You know what? You have 2 wounds left, right? Because I did 3, so I'm gonna call 1 with Dane. So I have priority. Come on. 4, 5, 6. No! No, it goes to him. So the Moomek's going to pivot and try to trample on my... How far are you moving him first off?
I'm moving him right up to Dane.
8. Well, but you have to declare how many inches you're going to move him.
I'll move him as...
So he is going to be moving up 7 inches. The first person he does target is going to be hit is going to be the captain who...
I was going to say, I think it's the captain.
Yeah, so who you failed to wound last time. So let's see. He gets 3 strength 9 hits. Let's see. Needing force. And he has 2 wounds. Yes! Wow. The captain stops him again. Wow. I love you, captain. I love you.
There's the bad rolls.
So Mike, at the end of the Moomek's movement, is going to repel the commander, the Beastmaster, that guy up here, as well as that guy over there. So he needs to roll a d6 for each of those guys. If it's a roll of 1, they fall and take damage. So who do you want to start with?
We're gonna go with the Beastmaster.
All right, he's gonna repel down. All right, let's see what happens. It's a 3, so he repels down fine, no issues. Scary. And then you can charge use your movement to charge into somebody. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
So you're into Dane.
I'm gonna do both.
All right, and then what about this guy up here?
Let's see what he does. Oh,
6. He's good. 6. Who is he charging into?
Same gent.
Into Dane?
Yeah.
All right. And this guy over here, is he going to repel down? Come on, roll a 1.
I was going to say, let's go.
No! He's good, and he's going to be repelling down on the other side. So this guy here is now the new commander of the Moomek as well.
Can I repel onto this?
End of Mike's movement. Dane is pulled off by that Watcher. This guy here is on that one there. My captain does have a spear support over there, and there is 1 Watcher over there. So I'll come back with the rest of my movement next. End of the movement phase is what it looks like. I got these guys, this guy who charged back into that Beastmaster, helping him out, and he is supporting him as well. And then we got the captain with Banner Bearer supporting up there, and those 2 on the Moomek. And then that guy's stationary, the Watcher, and that one is stationary up there as well. You know what? I completely have been forgetting that I can technically target the guys up here. So this ballista is going to target that guy up top. I do need a 4 to roll, or I need a roll of a 4 to hit. Let's see if it happens. It's a 1, so nothing. Ah!
Shoots the guy out of that.
I guess in retaliation, this guy gets to shoot because the ballista bolt just went soaring right by him. And who are you shooting at?
I gotta go with that.
You're gonna shoot at the front guy. All right. So you roll 3. You need a 3 to hit. It's a 1 too. We both roll a 1. We can't hit anything. Woohoo! So this is the breakdown. We're going to start off combats with the captain, Banner Bearer, and 2 guys on the Moomek. So the captain is the black dice. The Banner Bearer is the Gandalf, and Blackfyre dice are the 2 regulars. So I need a 6 here. I got a 4 highest. Oh no! You have 3 dice.
I do.
6. You get a 6. So you do push me back. So all the attacks are going to go up against the captain, needing 4s, so there's 2. So the captain has 2 wounds and 1 fate, so here's a roll. So he does make it. So he's 1 wound left on that captain. Sorry, before we go too far, I did have a banner for that fight to see what happens, and I would have rolled a 4 anyways, so it doesn't matter. But we're going to go into Dane next. So Dane has 3 attacks, sorry, because I did not charge. And I got a 5 highest. Let's see what you get with your 2 dice.
5, but you.
Well, you have 2 dice though.
Oh, do I?
Because the Watcher has 2 attacks. So both 5. So I do win.
I was gonna say you win.
So let's see if I can take you down on 3+. And he's
There you
out.
go.
He is dead. Well, you had to call anything at the beginning, right?
No, I mean, but well, I was about to say something, but I didn't want to.
So these 3 here with Spear Support plus these 2 guys are going up against the Beastmaster, Chieftain or whatever. So I rolled a 6. We're tied fight, so you rolled a 5 highest.
I can might that though.
You could. So he's not going to might it, so I have 3 attacks against him. He has 2 wounds, defense 5.
3.
So let's see what happens. So I need 5s to wound him. I didn't even wound him there, so it doesn't really matter.
How'd you get?
Priority next turn, here we go. It's a big one, for me at least. That's a cock die.
I reroll it.
Bam! That's a 1 anyways! It's a 5, you got it. Coming back with Mike's movement next. And so for Mike's movement, he is moving this guy just over here. And then the Moomak's just moving up 3 inches, so it's hitting the back line if it continues on to go through everybody. So, hits Dane first.
Sweet, he does.
So he is knocked prone, loses his mount automatically.
Yep.
So you have 4 strength 9 hits. You need
4.
3 strength 9 hits, sorry,
like, what?
against Dane. And you need 4s to wound him. He has 3 wounds, and he has...
You have a couple fates still,
I still have all 3 fate left.
Yeah.
So you need 4s. That's a cocked... Oh, no, it's not! There is no
it
wounds! It was, and then it landed. So Dane holds it.
For that
well, you have your trampled against the board, too. You got to roll against that.
Oh, okay.
Right? So because you could wound it, because you theoretically, these 2 wounds. And you do wound it, so Dane is knocked prone. So I'll make a Throne Rider. And he's fine. So the Moomak has charged Dane. This Watcher has charged the Dwarf over there with Spear Support. This one's over here. So I'll come back with my movement next, see where the Dwarves go. End of the movement phase, this is what it looks like. We have Spear Support with this Dwarf here on the Chieftain. Yep. We have the Spear Support with Dane, Spear Support with Captain who charged the Moomak, and then we have 2 Spear Supports with 2 Dwarves on that Watcher of Karna there, and 1 Lonely Dwarf on top of the hill. Who's the king of the hill? Soon to be Dane, hopefully. We'll come back with shooting next. Shooting phase, this ballista here is going to shoot into that guy in the Hada first, because that has a heroic shot. I need a 4 here. That guy is shooting. Who are you shooting with that guy?
Same guy. We're gonna go back.
Oh, you're gonna shoot back this guy. You're gonna roll a 1-2 this time.
I know.
Ah! He gets it. So you need 6s to wound him.
Oh. Should have been the other way around.
So we'll come back with combat. Starting with his combat here, you have 2 attacks versus my 2 attacks. But you have... Oh, we're both tied, actually. Fight 4.
We are.
So let's see if I get what I get. I get a 3.
5.
You get a 5. I don't know if I'm within my 3 inches.
You're close.
I am actually within my 3 inches, so I'm going to re-roll that. I got a 1! Anyway, so I get pushed back. And pushed back.
I need fight 4, so I need 6s by 5.
Alright, what's your strength? Strength 4? Strength 4, you need 6s.
I think it's strength.
Even if you're strength 5, you need 6s. So you need 6s.
Yeah, he's strength 4.
Yeah, 6s. Nothing. 1 and a 4.
Nada.
Watcher against 4. Here we go. Mike's gonna roll and see what he gets. What is that? He got a 1 and a 4. It went flying all over the place. I got 6s and 4, so I'll take that.
That was a rock thrown at him.
You're not trapped. You're defense 4, so I need 4s. And he is dead.
Boom.
I am the king of the hill. At least that's what that one lone dwarf who chose not to fight is saying. Alright, so big fight here. We have Dane, Captain, plus Spear Supports on both, one with a banner, up against the Moomak there. So Dane is the black dice, the Captain is the Witch King dice, the banner bearer is the Gandalf dice, and the white die is the Spear Support. So, come on!
Did you actually
I rolled a 4.
Wow.
I rolled a 4. Let's see what you get. I might need my... I do have my banner reroll. You get a 6. Come on. Come on, Captain. You've been doing so well. Come on, 6! Ah, it's a 1! No! Alright, so he's going to put his first wound up against Captain because Captain only has 1 wound left. He does need a 4 here to wound him. No! The Captain's dead.
Vengeance.
Alright. Next, who are you going to put it up against? What guy here? Because you got the... Well, I guess it's only Dane because they both have Spear Sports. So you need 4s on Dane. Yes! No wounds on Dane.
That was the same roll I got.
Alright, that's what it looks like at the beginning of the round. I got 5 guys up on the hill and 5 guys on the ground right in front of the Mumak, and then that guy there, and the ballista at the back. So, priority, let's see who gets it. I got a 6. I had it last.
Had it?
So
okay, I wasn't sure if you had it or I had it.
You got a 6, so you have it.
Nice roll.
I have no might to stop you from doing what you're doing. Courage test for this guy because Mike is broken, and he's good. Courage test for the guy in the Howdah.
Yeah, very true.
Right?
What is
because he's
what
outside.
Is courage? Rogers, do you remember?
I think it's like 3 or 4. 3 actually.
It's probably 3 because
it's 3 because they get +2 for charging terror causing people, and that brings them up to 5.
Good. All right.
So courage 3, and he is good as well with a roll of an 8. So for Mike's movement, he's moving his captain up this way into this guy here, and then the Mumak is going to move 3 inches forward with trample, and he will be hitting Dane first. So silly tuss and stuff, like so, just up on there. All right, so Dane, 4s, needing 4s to wound him, and there's 2. So first fate, it's good. Second fate, not good. Third fate is good. So he has
no fate, but no.
I have no fate, but all of my wounds left.
All right.
The end of the movement phase is what it looks like. Dane plus 1 guy are in on the Mumak. Both has spear support. 1 has the banner, and then this guy back here was charged by the chieftain. And then I have 2 guys up front that are in base contact with the Mumak and 2 supports on him. That guy, the front guy there is not able to get into him. So we'll come back with shooting next. Ballista here is going to shoot into that guy at the top of the Howdah. I need 4 to hit, and I haven't had any.
That's 3 ones in a row.
That's 3 rounds. 3 rounds. And this is why you take a captain every once in a while, so you have a couple of might points with things. Awesome. But it makes it so expensive. I just need a second ballista is what I need.
I feel so bad for your ballista.
Goodness. Returning fire. This guy here is shooting into the front guy and hits.
Now
you need a 6. Let's see what happens. Where'd you roll? I didn't even see a roll.
I literally let go of it. I'll re-roll it if you want.
No. He takes out this front guy here with a 6. So combats now. We're going to start off with the Mumak. So I have Dane on foot. So he's going to be all the black dice. I then have the banner and a whole bunch of other spear supports.
You just gotta get a 6 this time.
Just a 6. That's all I need. So I have 1 spear support plus the banner, which I'll mark as a different die, and 4 other ones. So I need a 6.
You don't get a 6.
I need a 6. I haven't been rolling well. I need a 6. Here we go. Are you serious?
Really?
4 highest. Oh my goodness. Okay, banner reroll. Come on. 5 highest. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You don't get a 6.
Okay.
Like, oh my.
Let's see what you get. Nope.
Okay.
All right, I got it.
That was scary for you.
Okay, so that was scary. I've been rolling like crap.
Wow.
All right, Dane needs. You have 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
2 wounds left. Dane needs 5s. Come on. There's 1.
And you don't have might.
I don't have might, but I still have lots more dice.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, I thought you could do it right there.
Nope. Now I need 6s. I need a single 6. And I don't get it! Didn't get it. I got a 5, but that's not enough. So
interesting.
1 wound, so we need to make courage test. Courage 3. Eat that. No, because he's in charge now, the guy in the Howdah.
Is it...
So we're not actually sure with the Beastmaster jumping down and rappelling down if the Mumak has anybody controlling, because it says that when the Beastmaster is dead, another member can take control, but he hasn't died, so we're just going to roll Courage 2, and we'll see what happens. Oh, no, you didn't!
Boom!
Bam! I have 1 more fight. I'm going to shield up against your guy, so roll your... You got 4 highest, and I got 4 high. I'm going to re-roll this 3 because I am within banner, see if I get a 5. But no, it's another 3. So...
priority, so I need 1 3.
I want... Yeah, you win.
Boom.
Pushing me back. Bam.
Shielded. So...
Yeah. You need your strength 4, so you need 6s.
Yeah.
And nothing.
I have
it is the end of the round. Mike is broken, so you
1
need
or
to,
2.
1 or 2 it could end, yep. There's a 6, definitely not ending. Next round goes into priority. Here we go. I got a 5. 2 Mike's 3 goes to me. So Mike is not going to be using his heroic might or his might or heroic move. So instead, I'm going to charge him with one guy.
It's my might.
Just hold him, and then all these guys are going to be charging into the Mumak again, like so. At the end of the movement phase, this is what the board looks like. So I have one guy in on the Beastmaster, and then I have Dame plus a whole bunch of guys in on the Mumak. Going into the shooting phase, this guy here is going to be shooting into the Howdah with heroic shot. I need to roll the 4.
Fourth one?
Let's not get another one. No, it's a 3, and I still fail.
I was waiting for that.
All right, is he going to shoot back at the guy on the side?
Yeah.
Needing a 3. There's a 6.
Again.
Need a 6.
Isn't that like 3
you need
sixes?
a 6. And it's 5, so nothing.
See what I mean? It just...
So here's the breakdown of the dice. Dane is the 3 green ones there. The Banner Bear is the white. And then these 7 dice are the other dwarves I have charged into the Mumak. So, picking up my mitt full of dice. I need a 6 here. Let's see if I get it. I do! Dane gets all 6s! Look at that! He's like, I am eating it.
You got another one on there.
And I got another one, but Dane's the impressive one. So, I need a 6 here. I need a 6. Come on, Dane needs 5s.
There you go.
There's a whole bunch of 6s. There's 2. Dane didn't even wound that time, but 2 6s, and that does kill off the Mumak. And the guy on top needs to see if he dies. Alright, so for this guy here, he takes a Strength 9 hit, which needs 3s to wound him. Plus, he takes his regular falling damage. So that Strength 9 hit rolls a 5 and does take out that Watcher Incarna. And the Chieftain over here, I'm going to shield. So I rolled a 6. You're going to roll a 6 with your 2 dice and hopefully beat me. Let's see what happens. You do roll a 6, so let's see who wins then. You or I. And it goes to me.
There you go.
I get pushed back an inch. Bam!
5 defense.
End of the round. Let's see if this game ends on a 1 or a 2. It's a 2. So it does end.
What your rolls
So we will come back with the after action report next.
Fun.
Welcome guys to the after action report. You just saw the massacre between Mike and his Mumak and my Iron Hill Dwarves. And why do I say massacre? Because that one turn you took out like 7 of them.
7 guys.
It was a huge amount before you hit the captain, and then he became like
I had some bad rolls on
wall,
Yeah.
an iron wall with his shield.
And Dane just couldn't get it done for so long.
I know. Like I don't even understand why Dane couldn't get it done. Like theoretically, I only need 5s, and I have 3 dice. Or if I charge with the board, 4. But he just couldn't roll a 5, and for the longest time, towards the end of the game, I was just crapping out on everything.
I loved your ballista.
Oh, I was just gonna say my ballista of all things, like 4 or 5 or however many it was.
It was 4 in a row,
sucked. It sucked a lot. I don't know if I have a hero of the match. Like I think Dane, obviously, just because. Actually, no.
I think
the
unit
captain
just as a team worked well. You had numbers to kind of swarm and stuff when you needed.
Yeah, I think my captain, honestly,
he did good.
He did good because he held up the Mumak for a couple of rounds when you were charging, when you had it, because you unfortunately you rolled poorly for what your trample on him, right?
Exactly right.
And then I rolled the fate and went from there. So I think he probably was the hero just through circumstances of dice rolls.
Yeah,
it is a dice game after all. So yeah, you got any heroes there? Mumak.
I mean, like,
you only had 5 guys.
The Knight of Umbar, like, he did good, but like he lost his horse, and then he just had trouble getting going anywhere. Yeah. So like it just kind of fell apart on him, right? And then the other guys, they did their job. My Watcher, I think, got 2 guys. Like he did pretty good. You know, like they did their job.
Yeah, throwing stones off the Howdah. Yeah. It was pretty interesting, and it wasn't like we just threw the list together before the match. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we sat down. You wanted to play your Mumak. I get it. You know, you have it all painted up. It's a nice centerpiece model. That's like the last battle report I did with Joe. It was, I brought Smog in. I'm like, I just want to play Smog. I played him like once or twice before, and I'm like, I want to play him. And so we did a 700 points, Iron Hills versus Smog. Iron Hills didn't fare that well.
I heard.
Anyhow, if you haven't checked that battle report out, check it out. It is the last one. You can go through the playlist of Tales of Middle Earth. Also, if you haven't checked us out on Patreon, you can lend us your support. We're trying to grow our content, trying to get better equipment to use for filming and so forth. So if you can support us there, it'd be greatly appreciated. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.